Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he big. Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to some more Trials of B7. Today we are diving in and taking a look at the brand new massive map that the developers are currently making for this Game of Thrones mod for Bannerlord. And yeah, it is, as I said, pretty goddamn big. I'll be putting up a picture on your screen right now so you can kind of see the true actual scale of this thing. So in the bottom left, I believe in the red circle, is Calradia. The size up, the blue little circle, is going to be the size of the previous Trials of the 7 map, and now we are seeing the rest of it, which is the now new scale. It is absolutely humongous. The developers have gone pretty crazy with this one, but they're trying to create a project that will last them for a long time. This is going to be the full vision of the map itself, and yeah, that's pretty cool that they are looking to kind of like future-proof themselves and really work towards something in the future. Yeah, the base game is at one time size. Trials of the 7 was 7 times larger than that. And this new map, which will be for 1.8, is going to be 20 times larger than Calradia. So yeah, an absolutely humongous map in itself. And as you guys can see as we zoom out, yeah, the map itself is absolutely crazy. So, and it does also go off into Essos as well. So let's basically take a look around this. Now, do keep in mind that this is still very much a work in progress map. A lot of the more important like decals, roads, all that stuff hasn't been added in yet. The modder told me that we are roughly around about 30% done, so you can definitely imagine there are there's tons of additional stuff being added, and I imagine a lot of that 30% stuff is kind of getting the geography right, getting like kind of the mountain ranges and rivers all done, and then placing the settlements. And then as we go further on, you'll start to see more stuff like this, and I think this stuff is like really important as well, all the decal stuff, because this is what brings the map alive. And when you've got a map that is as large as this, this is a insanely large map, you're going to need loads of details like this scattered, not even scattered, just populating the world to really kind of keep it alive and make it so that you're not just running through dead air, because of course, like this stuff isn't done yet. You're going to need way more stuff being added to this stuff, especially if we go to more of the open places, it hasn't quite been filled out yet, kind of as we go over here, you don't want to be ever running across this pure open ground like this. There's going to have to be roads, trees, forests, farmland, hedge roads, all that stuff. And a mod that does that really, really well is the Old Realms mod. Obviously, the map itself is much smaller. It's much smaller at its current stage, but yeah, they do an amazing job of filling that out, and that's going to take time. So you just don't expect everything to be completely filled out. As I said, the map is roughly around about 30% done from their own words. So yeah, I would love to, this is obviously going to be expanded out way more, and just cover the map and loads of unique and interesting stuff, mountain ranges, etc, etc. But yeah, let's go and take a look at the map, because it is huge, as we keep on saying. So in the far north, we do have the Beyond the Wall ending up here. We got a few of the other settlements. We got ourselves at Hardhome right here, and you are seeing a few glimpses of the kind of custom settlements that are being added in. I'm not sure if this is going to represent Hardhome. Again, if it's even done yet, it doesn't look like it's quite done yet, but we are getting these kind of custom walls and other icons, I believe. As we saw earlier, we have King's Landing. God, it takes so long to even get down to the south now. We have King's Landing as well, that is customly developed as well. So these are all custom walls and assets and stuff like that to kind of again give it some more unique feels and some life, and they'll be adding in loads of them. I believe a lot of the Crown Lands do also have their own custom keeps. Now that's vanilla, but yeah, there definitely are a bunch of, here we go in the Crown Lands. You have some more custom keeps like this, and again, this is a small detail, much like the decals and adding in all the farmland and all that stuff. But it really does, again, just kind of take you out from playing vanilla and add so much flavor. So yeah, as I said, I really hope they do focus, once I've kind of got a lot of the other stuff done, on creating this life with all the with all this kind of life like here with the with all the villages and stuff like that, and the same with the castles, because it goes such a long way. It really does, in my opinion, at least. So yeah, we have the north up here beyond the wall. We got some fen settlements, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of population with like hideouts and like White Walkers. I believe as well they did mention on their Discord that they do plan on also going ahead and adding in custom quests up here in like Hardhome of like a survival thing, which would be pretty fun, where you have to basically survive waves of undead. So again, thinking of adding in them cool kind of unique stuff, which is cool. Then we have the wall itself, which, as you can see, looking very fierce. Castle Black right here. As the beyond the wall. I mean, there's not great defenses right here, but obviously this is still work in progress. You know, the wildlings could just, you know, walk through, it'd be absolutely fine. And then you've got these big mountain ranges to the left of the settlement itself, and then you kind of reach out into the rest of the north. This will of course end up turning into snow when winter does arrive. You know, unlike the Game of Thrones, winter is a lot shorter in Mountain Blade, and you can see some more details being added in up here in the north, and Winterfell itself looking very nice. Hardhome, obviously in the north, we've got White Harbor down here in the south, and as I said, more settlements. I imagine castles and villages will be populated. I would also guess as well that they are planning on adding in a lot more villages as well to these major cities. I really like White Harbor as well. White Harbor looks really nice. I believe, yeah, this has all been custom made. I'm not sure if this is one that they've imported from the mobile game that they were importing them from, but I mean, I don't think I've seen this one before, and it does look pretty unique, so maybe this is one that they have built personally. I'm sure they can let me know down below in the comments, but yeah, White Harbor looks really, really nice there, with all the rivers coming in. But up in the west, we have the Borough Towns, we have Ironrath from the Foresters, we have Moat Cailin as well, and again, you can see Moat Cailin looking quite nice and unique. Really, really cool stuff. As the King's Road keeps on coming down, we've got the Twins. Again, this is one of the ones that have been imported from a mobile, but I imagine they will be looking to replace this. And also now we have the double settlement, so we have the northern part of the Twins and the southern part as well, which is really cool. And it would be nice if they could eventually make it so that like a lot of this land, like it's just all swampland and just like tanks your movement. So that going through the Twins is actually like a necessity in some way. So if you are at war with the Riverlands or the Twins, you know, it really does hamper your ability to get up to the north. Then we have Pike, and you can see more of the Iron Islands have been filled out now. They haven't quite had settlements placed on them as of yet, but originally we only had, I think, one faction for the Greyjoys, and obviously Balon himself. But now we're going to be getting way more territory being put out here. We also have Casterly Rock being added in all its glory, being pushed down, and I think Lannisport being placed where it is. Even though I think Lannisport is supposed to be up here, isn't it supposed to be quite close to Casterly Rock? Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm not sure if they've done this for balancing reasons to make them a little bit more kind of unique and kind of spread them out a little bit, or if Lannisport will be heading northwards at some point. Again, a lot of these settlements haven't been properly placed yet. They're just kind of been handed out. One of the places I really like, oh, and again, I guess we have the Crown Lands, we have Dragonstone as well. Looking really, really nice. I like the look of Dragonstone. We got that custom model as well, looking nice. And a few, I'm not sure, I think these are supposed to be dragons or something, and a few other islands, which is really cool. You know, the size of the map really does enable a lot more of these places to be added in, which is super cool. Some dense forest here. I like this kind of along the line as well. We have the Vale, we have the Bloodgate right here. Again, looking very nice as we just transition our way through. I also like how it's open as well, so you actually do like run through it. I think that's really cool. And again, little details like this, you maybe have like a watchtower here or something. You know, that really just brings the world alive. And I'm a big fan of it as you go into the Vale. As you make your way up to the Eyrie. Again, the Eyrie is not going to be a settlement you can easily conquer, that is for sure. How do you even get up here if we speed up? We have to go all the way through the mountains. Yeah, that's going to be a hard task to travel. You have to go all the way up here. Oh my god, yeah, it truly is a mountain pass to get up to the Eyrie. Can you get like down here? No. Or maybe you can. Can you get down here? I'm not sure. Maybe I haven't nev-meshed a lot of this stuff, so it'll be interesting to see kind of how, if this is all like mountainous and there is only one path in here, or if there's going to be like a few paths like carved into the mountain to get up to the Eyrie, with some really cool kind of the Strong Song, up here, looking really nice. And then you have the Sistertons as well. Pretty cool settlement, looking nice. Yeah, that does look cool. Oh my god, look at the wall off in the distance. That's a really cool angle right there. And you go over here. I don't know why the camera is really cool here. That's so cool. That looks really nice. I don't know why the camera allows you to do that so nicely, because you can't really do that. Yeah, you can't really go as far up when you're like this. I mean, even still, that looks great. yeah, more detail added in, lots of forests in the area as well, which is nice. Then you have the Crown Lands. We've already seen that, King's Landing as well, looking nice. As the game saves, yeah, the King's Landing looking great. Also, yeah, I don't know why my camera's gone like this. Maybe because I'm like stuck up or something. I mean, I'll take it because, yeah, I guess it's just the angle where you can go to. Yeah, I mean, I kind of really like this angle. That looks great as well, seeing King's Landing. Then we have the Reach. I think a lot of this stuff in the south hasn't like fully been like fleshed out at all, really. We have High Garden down here and a bunch of the battles, but you can see it is kind of very barren. Not much has been touched right there. I really like the mountains between the Dornish and the Stormlands and the Reach. There's going to be several paths through here, I'm sure. Also, bandit empires. Again, there's lots of room here as well, where, you know, several bandit empires can really like kind of spawn and kind of form up their own clans and kingdoms, which is super cool. And especially down here, you can see a lot of this stuff hasn't really been fleshed out in the Stormlands as well. There's also open space and, you know, kind of places for more castles and settlements to be added. And you even have Sunspear down here as well, off on the coast. Then off into the far east, we do have Essos. And again, I imagine Essos is, again, one of those places that are quite not developed as of yet. But will be obviously as the mod gets more and more on. Yeah, more so just placement. But you can see the scale of Essos as well. And I'm sure you could end up playing, you kind of just some decent playthroughs on Essos alone, really. You know, you can, you know, if you want to be Daenerys and just kind of conquer. Well, this is Viserys at the moment, looking awesome. Viserys actually got some new armor in the newer updates, looking great. And Slaver's Bay as well. You know, if you really want to, I'm sure you could just go ahead and start, you know, conquering all of Essos, fighting the Dothraki hordes, and taking on everybody else in your path. Would be dope. You got Pentos. And then down in the south, it would be also cool as well if we get some islands, like some more pirate nations here as well, like raiding and stuff. That'd be really cool. And yeah, I mean, one thing I'd love to see in this mod, a bit off topic, it's not really map related, is I would love to see minor factions being able to, you kind of form their own kingdoms and conquer settlements. I imagine it'd really take some coding to do, but it'd be really cool if you had like these, like, you know, the Brotherhood Without Banners, and you kind of undead hordes and stuff, just being able to conquer cities, siege them, and then form their own kingdom. That'd be really, really cool to see stuff like that. Something like a base game is really lacking, because then you could have like these pirate nations and like bandit empires and stuff actually conquering settlements, taking up and, you know, requiring a lord to go and root them out. Would be really cool. So yeah, that's gonna be the map itself. We did kind of glance over a few regions like the Riverlands and stuff like that, but as you can see, the scale is absolutely crazy. The settlements are kind of going to be very, very intense for sure, but it's really exciting. This is a humongous map, and it's only going to get kind of more filled out as the mod gets more and more developed. So yeah, this is, I guess, a place for them just to really, really kind of work on for, you know, years to come as they add in more and more details. And as I said, I really hope they do kind of focus on like these decal details and just really kind of, you know, add loads of life to the map itself, because you kind of also got these really cool custom bridges as well. And yeah, just continue to really focus in on that when all the settlements are placed, when settlements are added, because as I said, I assume they will be adding like more villages to cities and castles, you know, and just adding in way more stuff to really fill out the map itself, which is be super important. So right now, this is of course not playable. I believe they are going to be making it playable in the near future, but again, keep in mind this is still very, very much a work in progress, and not something that, you know, is going to be done in the next couple months. It's going to take them ages to add stuff in, but I wanted to show this off because this is absolutely huge and it is a big step forward. And it's going to be interesting as well to kind of figure out, you know, is the game going to become super laggy? You know, are we going to run into issues there? Is the AI going to understand? I mean, I think on 1.8 the AI is going to be way, way better at actually doing stuff, because in previous versions the AI was so passive in just normal vanilla Bannerlord, but I think now with 1.8 the AI is way more aggressive, so you're going to see more kingdoms, you know, maybe jumping to the north, going from the Riverlands all the way down to attack the Crown Lands and the Lannisters. You're actually going to see bigger battles, and, you know, these factions actually doing something, because 1.8 is just a much better improvement. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Sorry, a little bit of a long one. I did ramble on, but yeah, really cool stuff. Big shout out to the team. They really are trying to push the game, and as I said, this is 20 times larger than the vanilla map, which is insane. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to put a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are closing in on 200,000, so it'd be awesome to hit that by the end of the year. And I'll see you guys in the next one.